Agents are joining your business to work in your contact center, and the problem right now is maybe you're not even going to meet them. You're going to video interview them, they're going to start from home. How do you train and prepare them for the first calls that they're going to make? And there are three things you can do. The first thing is, if you record your calls, you can listen to some of those and save the ones that represent best practice in your organization, create a library of those call recordings, and provide that access to that library to your new hires so they can listen to some classically great calls. Secondly, when they're on their first calls, or perhaps when they've listened to some of those recorded calls, you like them to listen to live calls, well, you need to ensure that the solution you've got allows three-way conversations so they can silently listen and monitor to some live calls going on between your best agents and your customers. The next thing you can do, really part of that, is when they take their first calls, you as a supervisor can silently listen into those calls. You can do what's called whisper coaching. So in one of their ears will come your voice while they're on a call with a customer to say, don't forget about that, say this, remember that, yes, you can do that. This is called whisper coaching. You can, of course, as a supervisor, decide to do what's called barging in, but you can make it a three-way call and you can contribute, or in fact, if you really feel the need to, you could take over. So that's the second area. The third area is what happens after the call. So you as a supervisor or as a team leader should be sampling calls, especially from your new hires. You should be saving those samples and making notes against them in your CRM system, ideally. And then you should be having regular meetings with your new team members, with in fact all your team members, of course, playing back elements of those calls that you want to highlight to them and asking them perhaps how they could have done better, what else they could have said, and you provide some coaching. So that is how you could help some of your new starters in this lockdown environment that we're in right now.